look at the Bible verse in question?
No, I did not see the stream name.
It is the Pulp Fiction one.
Oh, I see.
Righteous vengeance and furious anger.
Yeah.
And we did start the war. Sweden is also in the war, but we're not worried about them. We're going to try.
Hungarian. How big is that Hungarian army? That's 102 regiments.
It is about half infantry, but we've got tanks and planes and engineers, so it's like
eat our whole eastern part of our empire, probably.
I think this is their only real big-sized army, though. They might have another medium one. Once we solidify the front and what we're going to be doing to the front, we should be able to turn some units over there. But we do have...
The plan did not think we'd be at war, a big land war in another place.
I know.
I'm scared.
Well, we just need to finish the war over here, and then we can go over that way.
Exactly.
The Schlieffen plan.
Exactly.
Except we have like no forces in the east to like stall them, though.
That's what this very modern army is going to be. They're going to be collecting in Prague.
A lot of our fort infrastructure we built was in the west and not the east.
Well, we can't change that now.
The eastern forts are fully from the medieval era.
Mm-hmm.
We can't change that now, but we do have units, so we'll see what we can do there.
Are we going to lose a big war right before we go into Heartsfire?
No. The only way we would actually lose this war is if France got a big hold over it, because they're the ones who are actually the war leaders. But we have the entirety of Alba's might on the French
in the
borders,
Western theater, there'll be no offensives along the Alps or the Pyrenees or along the sort of Ardennes region. I want all the offensives to come in from the Normandy region, focusing on on Brittany.
Well, we can do that now.
So we can secure Brittany, and as we secure Brittany, we can move out from there. Like, secure Brittany, go along the west coast, and then start crushing in, let them fall on our defensive fortifications that we have leveled up greatly.
They are sending men into Paris and such. So we will send armies to meet them because they will not have time to fortify.
We had troops in the back, like in Dunkirk, and their purpose was to exploit the gaps that are going to be made in the west through the attack in the Brittany. Because I wanted an army in Nantes and like an army in Nantes and Rennes to like hold while an army like marched through and took all the Brittany.
Mm-hmm.
And then once that happened, those three armies would have free reign to start encircling the entire enemy country. And we wouldn't have to worry about lots of small regiments going around ruining our lives because we have opinion on the south and east.
True.
Would never happen.
Okay. And we have...
So I want to take out their capital and bag up the country all in one move.
We have behaviorism that we're doing right now. The next thing that we should do is start working down this tree because the last thing on there is oil. We need oil, and we want to have that tech going into Hearts of Iron.
We realistically need every tech on this goddamn thing done by the time we end this.
Very true. Which I think we can do.
Mm-hmm.
We begin.
Yay!
This is the Great War.
This is the Great War happens, 1926.
Okay.
Yay!
We've done it.
For the conquest of Provence. Okay, so there's the main French army is trying to march at us near Brittany. We need to move in more troops. Because they have huge regiments there, which is what they did last time, which is what my new and improved plan is accommodated for.
It would actually free up a couple of armies if we take this region up here, because we have 4 armies that have to guard this front, but if we can bring it down to 2, that would actually really help us.
If you can quickly take it, and if we can quickly take it in key regions to shorten up the line so we can get more floating units, so that we can take those and send them where they need to go, that'd be great. That would be peachy keen. Right now, most of the French military is in the Brittany, so I want to close that up to stop them.
They are going to... The majority of them are going to Beauvais, it looks like. So we'll go here. Is this one Cameric? Cameric, there we are. So, if we have these 3 go in there... Have this one take this. These guys are moving south. They will be there tomorrow. We will meet them there. No, this army needs to go over this way. Okay.
I have an important question that occurred to me at one point. Does Alba have a Columbia?
Like a female personification?
Yeah. Does
we have
Alba
a
have a
cock.
Columbia?
We have a cock.
Right.
We don't have a Columbia, though. I don't know
I feel
what
like
we
we
would
should,
call it.
and I say that because at one point I saw the picture, Columbia's Easter bonnet, that wonderful picture,
yeah.
and it immediately made me think of Alba with the big battleship on her head.
I do love like the female personification stuff.
I do.
Like Marianne and Britannia and Columbia. But
So
I
I
have
think that
no
we need
idea what ours would be, like even a little bit. It would have to relate to our national identity somehow.
National identity.
But our national identity is that we're a multi-ethnic hodgepodge.
Europa?
We could have Europa. That is what we are.
We are Europa. This army isn't fighting anybody at the moment, so we'll send them to smash this army.
Don't let them through any gaps. They'll ruin our life. They'll ruin our life. That's what caused the last war to happen.
I don't want that.
If they get in through gaps, they'll just spread all over, and then we'll never be able to catch them all.
Just finished one fort over there. Got a plane coming in to help.
My hope is that we'll be able to take these places way quicker than before with the new plane.
This one is almost already taken. And it's a level 5
We'll take it,
fort.
and then I'm going to want this army to just stay here to act as a defensive point. They broke through.
They're down here.
They're in Alisson. They're pouring
just
through.
Sitting there.
We got that. The Battle of Le Mans.
We need the Battle of Rennes to end. We're getting into the point I was talking about. Where we're gonna have to start chasing them, and then we're gonna start losing ground.
I don't like chasing.
I wanted to wrap them up, but there's too many holes.
We'll give the... We actually don't need to wait. They're already reinforced. And you join in. We put the reactionaries in charge, by the way. So we got this.
We were talking about how stupid it would be if the fascists decided they want to do anything nowadays. It's like we're literally warring. Like extreme Alba. Like what could you possibly want that is not this?
Got some battles that are iffy.
They really don't have anything on this whole front.
I feel like if we launch an attack, we'll have a repeat of the last war. That's why I wanted the brunt of all of our forces to be focused on Brittany.
The Battle of Melun.
They're gonna have to march north immediately to save that army.
They just need a day. That was Christiana.
Christiania.
Where the fuck's Christiana? That doesn't sound like in France.
I tried to... Oh, it might have been over here somewhere.
They're marching.
Yeah, on the big Eastern Front that I have no solutions for because I didn't know we were at war with Hungary.
They decided.
Let's see. This is all
Well,
infantry.
just blow them away.
So let's see if we can handle that. This army's here. Let's go up and around.
Why is there more red than blue?
What do you mean?
Why do we not have more people than them?
Well, we do. It's just that a lot of them are in places we're not doing anything in.
I want more.
We tried doing that. It's like the economy was collapsing trying to do it.
I'm sick of the economy collapsing.
Like, physically couldn't make enough guns from what we were asking for.
Fucking dump concrete in there or something. Stop it from collapsing so much. Can we find the Roman concrete?
I would love to.
I'm not feeling good. I think the moment that they start breaking through at Paris, it's like, okay, this war's wrapped up. We're gonna have a repeat of the last war.
No! Go fix it!
I don't see how we can. I'm looking at it, and I don't see how we can.
I'd like it to be fixed.
Well, they came to us here.
Which is exactly what I wanted them to do in these fronts. Because of our defensive bonuses and all that, theoretically, you know, the forts and everything. Why are we getting a bunch of terrain negatives in that battle? We're on the defense. Why are those affecting us?
Don't know.
I'm actually not sure. They might have been one of those armies that had the Hunt Rebels thing on, and they don't know what to do whenever that shit happens and a war breaks out.
I see they just exploded. Well, France will conquer Spain then, and then we'll have to lose that at the end of the war, and we'll start Hearts of Iron with France controlling all Spain. The whole empire will collapse right at the end.
Ooh.
We'll have to rebuild it throughout the entirety of Hearts of Iron.
How dare.
How fun.
Well, we seemingly can't win a war with against France anymore. Seems to be physically impossible.
Not necessarily true. We are winning this war by a lot right now.
I know, I'm just concerned. Because
Actually,
this is exactly the same pace that we had last time.
we need 29%. But
29.
then
If we could take their capital, maybe. It's just right down
What's
the
their
road.
capital now?
Saint-Brieuc.
Saint-Brieuc.
Okay.
I'm concerned that the war score is going to start twisting once they start breaking through all over this part of the country and taking Alban provinces all over the place. Which is what they're currently in the process of doing. And in that area, they outnumber us by a lot, and they have a huge terrain advantage for no reason, because I guess we're attacking on our territory.
We are winning.
Not by the scale that I needed for the plan.
I want to fucking annihilate them. I want to obliterate them.
All of France's resources are here in France, whereas all of our resources are scattered across the entire fucking planet. So when things get bad and things start tilting, they can summon their resources to one position immediately, and we can't. Which is why I wanted us to breeze through quickly in the west, and lock it in, and hold positions along the other fronts.
These guys are still weak. If we beat this army, that'll be some more war score we get out of it. We're already up to 26%.
Maybe we'll have just killed enough of them to where they give up and say, I'm sorry.
I would like it if the Great War lasted 3 months. And then we just took what we wanted and left, because I'm not confident. I think the longer this...
Why does it say you lost? What does that mean? And it's also red. Like, William, what does that mean, William?
It means we won.
Okay. It's a different flavor of you won.
Exactly.
Strawberry.
We have a huge army in Normandy that's about to lose.
Oh no.
We have a huge army.
Stop that no. Make them win.
When that army loses, the French units are going to wrap up the entire military we have, and we're going to lose this war.
Summon a lightning strike.
The moment they broke through at Paris, it's like, oh, it's done.
I don't have the faith for lightning. If we take their capital, that'd be a lot of war score.
But it's starting to...
It went way down. What happened?
Yeah, the end is coming.
We're winning.
The end is coming. The moment they broke through it in Paris, it's like, okay, nothing that can be done now.
We won here at Charleroi.
Have we killed Hungary yet? Are they
No.
dead?
No, but we are winning that
slowly,
battle.
They're slowly eating our part of the empire over there. I wonder what land we're going to have to secede to them.
Major discovery.
Gustav von Schmoller.
Von Schmoller.
Maybe
That's a
Hungary
lot
will
of
get
text.
Italy.
No, not general. They need to fucking die out, that generation. I'm tired of them.
Yeah.
So what terms can we
Where are
negotiate?
Albania?
We're not going to win this war. I've known that for like in-game a month now. Anything. Because we're going to lose.
I mean, we can offer nothing.
We can just do a white peace. End it. We're going to
That's
lose.
nasty. That's horrible.
We have to. They broke through at Paris. We're going to lose. They have a big army coming in. They're going to sweep up our troops that are in Brittany. We're going to lose a huge amount of troops. And then they're going to take care of all our other armies, and we're going to lose again. And they're going to ask for a lot of land.
Oh,
I want
we
to
can
kill
do things.
myself.
Mm-hmm. Okay, no war with France. We'll have to fucking Alba has to retreat with his tail between its legs. We can't do anything. The Empire cannot do anything. It can't. It
I'm
can't.
so fucking tired.
It just can't.
I'm so tired.
We needed more troops so that we can actually... Any of the movements we did on any fronts that weren't the attack area was a mistake. And we had to move them because we were short of troops. And we can't increase our troop lines because our economy is not great. Our economy is theoretically on paper great, but so is France in World War II. Okay?
They're just more concentrated. We just gotta wait until Hearts of
I
Iron.
know!
And then we can bomb the shit out of them.
Years.
So we're done.
Well,
We have to just hope that France doesn't declare war on us. We have to ask them, please don't hit us. We are weak and old and stupid. Please don't hit us.
I disagree.
We are. We can't win wars anymore. We're done winning wars.
I was told in no uncertain terms that it was fine.
I thought it would be too, but it's like, whenever I was like, we need to get to our max amount of troops, and when we tried doing that, it's like, our economy is fracturing trying to do that.
Speaking of things,
I
we
want
should
an
figure
economy.
out something to give to the people so they can shut up a little bit more. We can give
It's
them.
only 9 years. It's only 9 years. Tell them to eat cake. We still have a huge military. I mean, it's not strong enough to take on the superpower of the world, France, but it is enough to put down stupid, goddamn, dumb communists.
It is, but we can just make them not revolt, and it won't hurt us.
Fuck them! Fuck them! Every reform we give them makes me concerned that we will enter the next game as a non-aligned fucking stupid power. And not as an absolutist power.
Don't even say it.
Because that'll be what happens. We go to Victoria, it's like we can't win against France anymore. And then we go to Hearts of Iron, we're expecting to win. It's like, well, we've been put into a group that's not allowed to declare wars under very specific circumstances.
They put us at the kids' table because reasons.
And then that's where we start Stellaris, and we have a starting where we don't like control all the solar system. You know, like there's like 5 countries that control the solar system, and we have to like fight to survive in our home world.
And then an empire comes by and steps on
and
us,
then
and
a fallen empire comes and stomps us like fucking cockroaches.
An unceremonious end.
I guess either way is prestige. So. Okay.
I wonder how many men died in that ill-fated war that no one gained anything in.
It was the Great War, you know.
The Great War broke out.
The history books told me it was the Great War.
The Great War broke out, and Alba's like, I don't know about this.
We just got 9 years. It's fine.
We just got 9 years before we can slink into the shadows.
What was the terms of the treaty that we had to sign, by the way?
Basically demilitarization.
Yeah, we had to demilitarize. Yeah. So that we wouldn't try that again.
Then the Jacobins will come and kill me.
We have been disarmed.
So now we're gonna have a thing where the Emperor was like, we must declare war on France, we must declare war on France, and the war begins, and it goes really poorly, and the generals have to take over and be like, we're losing this war, we're taking over, Emperor, you can't make decisions anymore.
Horrible.
And then the generals sign a humiliating treaty that leads to the Alpins being overthrown and the Nazis coming to power.
No, it won't happen. It won't happen.
Maybe it's the Alpins' fault. Maybe if they were gone and we had a glorious leader, not appointed by the stupid antiquated church, but instead was appointed by our glorious people, then maybe we could beat France. What if God's on France's side? What if God is the enemy?
Don't say that. Don't say that.
What if we need a new god that is the Alban state?
I mean...
No, I don't trust the Alban state is good enough to have a new god. We're too shit.
What if we just threw the Alpins in the ocean, you know?
No.
And we instead had, El Duce.
No, too much history. I'd refuse.
What if he had a big chin?
Well, maybe then.
What if he had a massive chin and epaulets?
Maybe then. We'll see.
Persia? Oh yeah, Persia is a country.
A serious one.
They would like to be friends with us, though.
They hate France.
They do hate France. They've been at war with France.
They're a fascist government, which is a government that I am sympathetic toward these days.
So that sounds like we want to be their ally.
Yeah, sure.
I guess.
Fortunately, I think our economy has enough saved up in it that it won't be an issue.
That we can fast forward into Hearts of Iron.
Fuck France.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
We now have hyperinflation. In preparation for things.
That's good.
It's like right as the phrase "our economy will be fine" was said, it's like, oh, now we have hyperinflation.
Kill him.
Fucking kill him. I don't know who he is. Just kill him.
How do we feel about increasing the tariffs again?
I don't know.
We don't really like anybody, so
let them eat cake.
Gimme.
Tax the piss out of them.
Gimme.
Give us money.
100%.
Give me something to be happy about.
100% tariffs.
We basically ended trade with Alba.
Mhm.
Like, no, we're not trading with outsiders anymore. Outsiders. We're gonna become a fucking pariah state that doesn't talk to people
I'm tired
anymore.
of outsiders.
We're gonna be
so
North
fucking
Korea,
tired
but
of
the
them.
entirety of Europe.
The
But it's a
entirety of
very
Europe except
big
for the
North
French
Korea.
Big North Korea.
France, I hate you so fucking much. I try to squeeze them, but it's like a stone and no blood comes out.
I'm starting to become convinced that we'll never defeat them.
I mean, maybe.
I don't believe that's the case.
I think we're gonna go into
what evidence
we're
do you
gonna go
have
into
to suggest so?
Stellaris, and what's gonna be is Alba is on the moon now. Alba controls the moon and Mars, and France controls Earth. And we're gonna have to say, okay, we're gonna defeat them this time for sure.
And there's the commies.
Sure.
There's the communists that our demilitarized military must deal with.
Yay!
We
Throw
just
your
can't.
shoes at them.
We just can't recruit more men, but we do still have big armies around, so we can still kill them.
We have like a tenth of the military we had at the start of the war with France.
Only half. It's not a tenth.
I see like where every other man there was is just gone.
This is just a shadow.
Zanzibar. Actually, let's check other places just to make sure.
Yeah, where are the other rebels at?
Pull these guys back out. Pull these guys back out. Sweden's having rebel issues, so good on them.
Good.
We didn't lose any. We didn't lose any territory at the very least. So.
The historian is going to have a field day when talking about the Great War of 1927.
The embarrassment.
We've had 2 wars that have led to utter embarrassment against France.
In a row.
Where Alba has just been fucking just backwards ass terrible.
One more and you've got a pattern.
Yeah, I mean, one could say that it's possible that our best days are behind us.
I would never say such a thing.
I'm just saying, it's like historically, whenever you have a really big empire that can't even do like basic shit they used to do easily, that's usually a bad sign. That's how you become an Ottoman man. Some would say a sick man.
When do we get the big bombs that make the light happen?
The next game.
Yeah, you can start learning.
Is it in 5 minutes? Like, can I throw it right at them in 5 minutes?
No.
Is that just how Alba's gonna? Is Alba gonna turn everything that's not Alba into a nuclear wasteland and say that we win by default?
That is absolutely a thing that we
Fuck it.
can do.
Is that our strategy?
I don't give a fuck.
Like we start Stellaris and half of our like tiles are like wasteland that we have to wait until technology's declared.
Sure. And then we'll have a reason to go elsewhere.
It's like we need to terraform Mars because Earth is now too bad.
We got so furious at everything that happened. We just like, nope, fuck it, you're dead.
Yep, fuck everyone who's not us.
God bless us and no one else.
Exactly. I like that ending.
I think that's an appropriate ending for us. At
The
least in the Earth Age.
One of the starts that you can have if you start on the Sol system, it actually does start with a nuclear wasteland that does need to get cleared.
That's why I was suggesting it. Yes, that was exactly what I was suggesting.
And
we're mostly contained in Afro-Eurasia. We can just the Americas like you're gone,
except for the entire Australian continent as well.
The best part is that if you play. If you use nukes in Hearts of Iron, all it does is destroy the factories and the troops there, and I think also the population. So it's not like unusable. You don't have to clean it up, and you don't like lose men traveling through it or anything like that.
We'll just live there, and we won't have to police it as much if it's been nuked.
Exactly.
There won't be anyone there that will have to police.
They will all be dead.
We'll just show a map that shows that we own it, and we won't go anything beyond that. It's like those big empty fucking towers in North Korea. That's the third time Alba's been compared to North Korea now.
Uh-huh. That's what I see in our future. How dark things have gotten.
Mm-hmm. We can't win a war. We were only 1 month into that, and I was like, okay, I see what the pattern's formed. We're going to lose.
We were at like 26%. If we had just crept up to 29%, we could just say, we win. Over. It's over.
It started tilting, and it was going to get worse and worse and worse. Mm-hmm. Because we were about to have some pretty devastating losses, and then the French military was going to build us up. France has tanks now, by the way.
Yeah.
You see 'em.
Bolivia wants to be our ally. Are we forming an axis?
I remember when we
Bolivia is the number 2
because we didn't need them.
Well, we need allies because Alba can't do anything. Let's ally with Bolivia. Their military score is almost as high as ours.
Yeah, sure. Oh, is that all they are over there?
They're a huge chunk of South America.
They are the America of South America.
But we're like so big.
We are.
I think I want to be friends with Persia, Japan, Mexico, and Bolivia. Those will be Alba's friends, which we need. We need friends.
We need friends who can focus in
Alba's
places
rod
Alba
has
can't
gotten
reach.
really rusty and can't thwack like he used to. You try thwacking the French, and then it hits them in the helmet and makes the fucking.
There's the fascists.
Gets broken.
And we got radios.
The fascists saying we should overthrow the Alpins and put in El Duce. And like half of our military is like, maybe.
Well, the capital's still fine, so I'm not worried.
There's so many things you're not worried about.
Because a lot of
when Willie is pointedly unworried, that makes me more worried.
I know it every single time.
Most of the issues that we deal with in this game can be fixed by the fact that we still have a functioning military. And they won't be able to make our military not function because we have a peace treaty with them. So we are safe until we get into Hearts of Iron.
What if a country that was backwards like the Namjoids go to war with us, though? And now we don't have a military that could actually deal with them because it's been gutted by the French.
The Namjoids are still barely a country.
Thank God. Thank God in previous generations we hit them with a hammer so hard they still can't fucking speak.
We need oil! Give me oil!
Also, the Alban economy is fully non-functional these days.
I know. But
It's such a red line.
It's just the Emperor with like his personal like treasury just paying for things these days.
Like, where is the fucking money going?
and it'll probably be that way going
It ain't
into
going to
Hearts
other
of Iron.
countries, so where the fuck is it going?
I think it's just going to corruption.
I mean, our
But
administrative
surely the
efficiency
people
is
that are
not
corrupt,
great,
they
so.
have to spend it eventually.
I think the governors and things like that are just taking the money and just fucking putting it in goddamn banks in Mexico.
I mean, yeah. That would be a thing they would do. Mexico is a powerhouse, actually.
The United States is quite big now, by the way. The United States has been eating bits of Illinois now.
Yeah, good for
just
them.
Tiny bits.
Maybe the United States will meet those fucking non-colonized areas and chop them up.
They just got to get through the
Somebody
Sioux.
would. It angers me that it's still there.
If they conquered the Sioux, they would get that, and then we'd have a possibility of the United States actually being a serious country in Hearts of Iron. And then they would get some dun 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 dun, and they would come over and liberate our many countries that we have under our yoke.
No. I don't want to be liberated.
They come around, they're like, they have some points, and they tell us about self-determination of peoples, and the Albans are like, what do you mean? What do you mean self-determination of peoples?
The Albans who are like, we take books away from them regularly, praying they don't think.
It's like, please stop thinking.
Can I at least have Iceland or something? Can I just have something?
No.
Can I just have anything?
We can't. No, Iceland is France. France likes Iceland. So you think you want to fight France? You go and try it. You go and try it. We can't do that. The French are invincible.
I just want anything.
4 wars with them now, and they've won 3 of them, and we had one that was a draw in like the recent years.
I want one more tile of land than I have now. Just give that to me.
No, we can't. We can't.
Just one.
Those fucking pissant countries down there, like, that barely exist, if we declared war on them, France would be like, hey, what are you doing? And I'm nothing, France. Nothing. Nothing to concern yourself with.
Fascist soup kitchens in Liberia. Do we care?
No.
No.
And if they want to rebel, let them. I'm tired of coddling our people.
They're too stupid. I hate them.
Because they do things like that. They do things like that right there.
Yeah, Jacobins.
Can we take a bunch of dirt and dump it out somewhere and make a new island and claim it?
That I would like to do. But alas.
Just to say the Alba has expanded.
We actually like Bolivia.
It was a beacon from God that we didn't have to give entire countries away. Our loose collection of countries that we call an empire, I thought was going to go away from us. Because I thought we were going to ask France, it's like, could we just say peace? And the France would be like, no.
Don't know, no.
And then we'd have to watch the slow decline of the empires. Hungary is like, I'll take that country and that country. And France would be like, I'll take that country and that country. France is like, I think I'll have Britain and Spain. And then Hungary's like, I think I'll take the Balkans and maybe Italy. And then Sweden comes, it's like, we were in it too. And then all of our Norwegian holdings will go away.
Turov wants to be our ally too.
I would walk into the sea.
We could just ally with every other major power.
Ally with anyone who hates France. If they don't hate France, what are they as an ally?
They are not friendly with France, it seems.
Is that good enough these days?
Yeah, sure, let's ally with them. That way, if we go to war with Hungary, the Turov will be there to help us. Let's turn the Soviet Union still exists, I have to emphasize.
It does. It's still there. It's there.
And Israel is in Eastern Europe.
Don't
It's
worry
centered
about
on Kiev.
That is par for the course given how the religious breakup of Europe is right now.
True. I just want to keep consolidating. The more states that we add as cores, the more men will be able to field in Hearts of Iron.
We had one emperor who killed himself, and now we have another emperor, the emperor following him, where the military is looking at him. It's just like, should we strip power from you? Should we turn you into a stupid figurehead?
Don't you fucking
dare. Who is
dare.
looking longingly at the sea out of the window. Looking longingly at it.
It's like, should we make it to where the country is ran by a military council these days?
Don't you fucking dare. Alba demands.
I respect.
I respect.
And that will start. There's oil very quickly.
Yay.
Delicious, delicious, delicious. What are we going to do when this is over? We're just going to end the stream early because we're not doing a war like was planned. So we're just going to be fast forward. So this is going to be done in 30, 40 minutes.
That's a good question. Do we
If we were at Tyler's, we could kill ourselves with Cuphead, but we're not at Tyler's. That's happening next week.
I know.
We're gonna go back into those trenches.
Is there any...
It was fun, but it kills
fun.
me.
But I was explaining to people, it's like when we realized we were only 1 hour in, it destroyed my morale.
It devastated me. I was certain we were 2.5.
Yeah, 2.5, 3 hours. Like, nope, we realistically
looked at my phone.
It
said 7. I'm like, oh, fucking kill me.
It's like sweating.
They keep saying they want things, and then they take to the streets, and we kill them, and then they don't want anything. So whatever.
That's why I was like, fuck giving them any reforms these days. Fuck it.
They're not gonna stop doing that. So
they're not organized enough anymore to fucking overthrow the government, and our military.
There was a period
where it was
scary.
So fuck them.
There was a period where it
their
was scary.
Militancy might be scarily high, probably because we signed a horrible treaty where we admitted that we're dumb and stupid, and France is awesome. That probably is contributing to that. But their consciousness and concept of rebellion and joining the Communist Party is really low.
And only going lower.
We finally put enough lead in our water.
We've done
Maybe.
it, lads.
We've told them, shh, stop thinking, stop being awake, just be asleep.
More communists.
Yay! It just keeps
How do
happening.
we have enough people for there to be communist rebels?
I don't know.
Surely we've shot enough.
When will it be?
Oh, we've lost the entire Middle East to the communists.
Oh, yeah.
We'll deal with
The East
the
is
islands
red.
first. Which
We've
I think
lost
they
all
can
the
reach
places
all
that will
these.
have the oil.
No.
I want oil. Please, I just want oil. I'm thirsty.
Do we wanna start the Hearts of Iron stuff? Really see what it looks like?
I mean, we could see what it looks like.
Yeah, but we're gonna have to do a lot of.
Yeah, there will be.
it's
admin
not-
stuff.
it's not gonna
be
work.
immediate. No, it won't just go immediately.
No, it would be a thing where we do the conversion and then see what we gotta look at and change, and then go from
Okay,
there.
at least do that.
I want to cut myself. I want to cut myself.
I want to go up to France and just say that's like you make me want to cut myself.
I go up to it's like I want to blow my fucking brains out. I want us to have 2 emperors in a row kill themselves. They had a war with France and followed it with suicide.
Each time.
hmm
Can you
There were
people get
times
on
where
a fucking
French
boat?
emperors would mount a horse and ride into France.
I know.
But these days, the French emperor's like, I want to jump off a bridge.
Maybe we'll do that twice in a row and we'll have a very young emperor now, and that young emperor will be completely
This
controlled by the
emperor
military.
we said came over as a young emperor. We said that this
Oh,
one was
no!
like 16 when his father killed
Shit!
himself.
Piss
a
and
horrible-
shit!
How young's the next one gonna be? Like 7?
I don't know. Maybe.
Are we
There's
gonna
a
have like
7-year-old emperor that is completely controlled by the military.
you have the fucking picture of like the last emperor of China, and it's like a baby in a funny hat.
We could have that.
It's like here's the Alban emperor. He's great and glorious. He just sits there and he's got a smile on his face. He's got a funny hat.
And he takes care of us all.
He's appointed by God.
He's appointed by God, you know, the little toddler in the silk robes.
Yes, don't question
And
it.
everyone rolls their eyes as you say it.
Mm-hmm. But who gives a shit? We'll fucking shoot him.
Yeah, I mean we will.
What are they gonna do? Take to the streets? We've shown them what happens when they do that.
Yes, they will again and again and again.
How
They can
powerful
keep
is the
trying.
fascist in our government at this point?
I think like 20%.
Are they ready to
About
vote for El
12%.
Duce?
No.
Okay.
And we don't have any revanchism because we haven't lost anything, so.
Oh, thank God. The leading party in our fucking government are liberals, and then the second leading party in our government are socialists. Oh, thank God. I'm so happy that the Alban
They're the
government
reasonable
is the way I want it
ones.
to be.
Mm-hmm. Can all of our parties just have like a come to Jesus moment after the second war and like we need to get serious? We need to fucking kill these people.
The Emperor's
What are
going
we
to
do-
ban
what are we
the concept of
doing?
political parties in the next game.
We got the
I think so.
talkies.
Talkies.
We're gonna have
Yay.
movie time.
Can we broadcast propaganda now for like a good 10 or 20 year stretch?
For the next 10 years, the only thing you see when you turn on the radio or TV is just pure propaganda talking about how many wars we've won against France.
I want every morning we have to have the 5 minutes hate
hmm
I want it.
where we talk about France and we scream and like throw ourselves on the floor.
I mean, most of them can't read. Well, not most, but about a third of our empire can't read, so it's fine.
Very respectable for the for 1930. Okay.
We're doing pretty hot for ourselves.
I wonder how much of our empire has electricity.
Oh, can you see that anywhere?
No.
You would skip past a very important thing there, unfortunately.
It was just
Frederick
another.
Engels.
Frederick
We got
Engels.
Carl Marx this session. I saw him
did.
flash up there for a second.
We got both of them. We love them.
We sure
We
did.
just got lighting,
Fun
which I
boys.
was just mentioning electricity, and then lighting happened. So we have the light bulb.
And we're learning limited
France
access
have that.
roads. I don't.
France
fucking
probably
know.
had it before us. Look at how fortified their fucking country is. Look at it. We had to bend over backwards to do that in Normandy. I hate our country. We can't do anything.
We're just so big.
What are the steps to making us better?
We are so bloated.
The thing...
How do we become better?
Part of me wants to sever off limbs and tell them you're a new country that likes us. How's that?
I mean, that is a thing you can do in Hearts of Iron.
It was something we did do with that one country that we put in. We're just such a fat fuck.
I don't know. Flab to ab.
And France is like this fit fucking Arc de Triomphe goddamn fucking bicycling motherfucker, right? And we try to get in big boxing matches with him, and he hits us like 7 times. And then we get tired. We want to go home.
In Hearts of Iron, the things that we will need.
Oh, the Isle of Man.
Yeah, I see it. The things that we will need are just a big air force, an army whose job is to stand on the border, and an army whose job is to push beyond the border. Once we have those things, then we will be able to dominate anybody.
I want the Alban tactic of Hearts of Iron to not be blitzkrieg. It will instead be shock and awe, like the U.S. invasion of Iraq.
That is absolutely a doctrine we can take.
Which is to use so many resources that you totally control the battle zone, and you attack from every point at once simultaneously from every direction, the sky, sea, and land, until the enemy force is so shocked at what's going on they just want to leave. They just want to be done.
But how do you make a military that big to do that?
I mean, we have the military production capability to do that.
On paper, we should be able to do that, which is why I suggest it. I want our army to basically be no tactics, right? We just have so much that, like, every front we're attacking, every factory in the enemy country is being bombed simultaneously. I want paratroops to drop on enemy capitals and take over their capital while our frontline troops go through, and while all the centers of industry get leveled with bombing all at once.
We can do that.
Well, my strategy is let's eliminate them via nuclear radiation.
We can't do that until like 1942 at the latest.
We'd have to wait forever.
I'm just saying we need to be the first ones to split the atom. We have to be.
And we can.
What if it's France?
What if France splits the atom and then Denmark is gone?
Well, now we have a situation where now I'm terrified of who's going to split the atom, because now I'm not confident that we will.
Yeah, I am as well, so that's why I want it really badly. Can we, like,
But if we just pump points into that, we're not pumping points into other things.
I want to kill myself.
I know. So do I.
What is this?
I just want to win.
I just want to win.
It's not a big ask.
Who are you?
What? I'm number 1. It says I'm number 1.
I'm not helping nobody. You guys can deal with your shit.
asking us to help them?
Yeah. Well, India and it was
India and Persia gonna have a big conversation.
No, it was India and Persia or Tibet. And
well, I don't care about any of those.
Exactly, and they decided nobody cares. So nobody cares.
Is Japan still doing its cool thing, or has it lost anything? Okay, just
Japan's fine.
if it still is like a thing.
It's got its big blimp up there.
It's got its big Goodyear blimp. Good for them.
Yeah.
I'm glad they're able to do things.
Realistically, if our economy were to even stay where it is, we'd be able to handle this for like another 20 or 30 years. So we're fine.
Well, I want to last 1,000 years.
I don't want to.
Money won't even thrive. Money won't even be a
but
thing.
that's beyond us. We haven't thrived in years.
We've been told that we can't thrive.
We can only exist.
We can only exist like a fucking parasite.
We can't be a parasite. We are the fucking animal that the parasites feed off of. After all, it's our money that built the world.
I'm just imagining the old-timey political cartoons of, like, because you look at the shape of France, and I imagine France, like, doing an uppercut on some big fat old man. And they punch us right in the fucking stomach, and we're going on, like, the map, like the cartoon map.
Yes.
We'll do naval stuff now. Bigger boats.
everything. I'm just concerned. I'm not. This ends in like 1936, right?
Yeah, January 1st, 1936.
It's gonna be close. We might not get all the techs.
We don't need all of them, but all the military ones we'll have.
I really need them all.
I don't even know if we get any negatives for not having stuff like romanticism.
I am certain we will have some scary gap in our tech tree in the next game if we don't.
I don't want that. If I can't have France, just give me all the tax.
And then all that fucking education we gave to people and all those fucking revolutions we dealt with will be for naught because we in the game without any other techs anyway.
Not a single thing.
And then the next emperor will kill himself, okay?
Mm-hmm. It'll be a fun little pattern we have.
Mm-hmm. The emperors do these days. That is a lot of rebels. That is a lot of rebels over there.
Oh.
That's a
Vladimir.
That's a lot of fascists and communists intermingling.
It's Vladimir.
Just having a crazy time.
They need to go.
Okay, the Soviet Union is still communist. I was actually wondering if they were still communist.
Just checking in.
Yay!
More fascists.
It just seems like it's getting faster.
That's because it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
We could make it stop for a little bit if we gave them stuff, but we don't have to give them stuff.
What are we even gonna give them? The fucking palace? Should I give
fuck
them my
'em.
fucking
Mm-hmm.
the Elpin grandson? Should I give that to him?
We can give them...
I will give that to Karl Marx,
They would like
and
it.
they will eat it. And they'll be like, no rebellion for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Social Security.
Like,
It seems
thank
like they
you.
want that.
Well, what if I want our people to die?
What if I hate my people?
Well, we're not giving them any kind of improved press. Maximum work hours would be the next thing they would want.
They could go to hell
No.
because we
Fuck
already
'em.
reduced their work hours so low that they couldn't even produce our military goods we wanted. So fuck them.
True.
Mm-hmm. I want them to suffer.
We reduced their work hours, and then we couldn't get the rifles we needed, and so we lose the more wars with France. So fuck them.
I'd rather crank up the work.
I want
hours.
every other Alban to turn to dust. If we did that, then maybe they'd stop. Maybe only pure Albans would be left.
Maybe a comet will come by and take us away.
End our suffering.
We like
Maybe a
comets
comet
in
will
this
come by and
game.
land in France. Wouldn't that be great? If a comet went by and just smashed into France.
I love that. If God came down from the heavens and struck them, that'd be
It's
great.
like every tree
can't
in
do it.
Germany after that was like pointed east because it got knocked. It like bent back from the blast that happened.
Got a full-on Tunguska event.
The emperor collapses his hands and he asks God, it's like, please let a comet strike France. I've tried and I can't. Let a comet from the heavens come and strike them down.
No islands we need to worry
I don't
about.
ask much, God. I only want everything all of the time.
I only want a comet to smash my enemies.
Are you
I just
there,
want the
God?
twin-tailed comets.
It's me, Comgen.
Comgen the fucking like 15th or 16th or something.
It's me, Comganum Nakan the 15.
Comgen Macum Nakan of House Ailton.
Imagine his name is Comgen Umkan, right? But he has a French accent because of how fucked our family is.
Oh, yeah.
And when he does speak, he uses weird words that we're not familiar with, that are from the Ajaj language.
What's going on here?
Yes, that are from Europe.
There's a
Turov
big-
is at war
the
with
East are at
Vladimir,
war. So Vladimir and Turov are fighting.
and they have asked
the
us
East.
to join.
We can't. We've been demilitarized. We can't. I wish I could
They
send them
want
a
us to.
handwritten letter and tell them it's like, we've been demilitarized.
They're like, you're bigger than anyone. Still do it.
We can tell them no.
Rebellion? Tell them no.
We lost 3 prestige.
Oh, well.
Oh well. Maybe they shouldn't have started a war with the assumption we would fight their war for them. Do we tell them go fuck
then-
yourself now?
Go fuck yourself.
Go to hell.
We have our
You know
own
what
issues.
happened? We would have said yes, let's go to war, and then
Mhm.
with our
They're way up there in the
military.
capital.
Oh, our army's fine,
I know, but they're there.
and we'll deal with it.
How much of Norway is controlled by the Communist Party? All of it.
No.
Our armies can reach all of this. It's fine. It's only the islands that I care about, because I gotta move the fucking navy around for it. You got one on Corsica.
The island of
looks fine.
Sicily has been lost to the communists like 20 times.
And then we go in, shoot everybody, and walk out.
How many
No,
Sicilians
go
are even
away.
left at this point?
Too many.
I like to imagine that letter France sent was a letter where they said, we can come and destroy your communists for you. And we said, you fuck off and don't speak to me. Don't ever speak to me.
Who the fuck do you even think you are?
Question, does our treaty, what year does our treaty with France end? I see truce with Alba right there. I see it.
32.
Ooh, we have time.
No, I was hoping
Once
it
that
was
starts,
longer,
we're just... Oh, we can already start building up
'cause that,
again.
I was going to say, because that would mean that they could go to war with us.
So we need a military to be ready for that when
Our
they
military failed last time, and it's been halved.
do.
And,
So we need that to be back again.
like, in a year, please.
Yeah. Preferably more, so it doesn't just happen again, but on their terms.
Because now, if France goes to war with us, we're going to lose things.
Mm-hmm.
And we know they want to go to war with us because a huge amount of our territory is still considered French. I mean, most of the troops you're recruiting right now are French. They says French infantry right on it.
They'll still fight
see
for
it
us.
right
It'll be
there.
fine.
And the country of France does not like that.
Fuck them.
I know, and I agree, fuck them. But what if France is like, no, you will not be fucking me this day? And then,
I will be fucking you.
I know.
They wouldn't
That's
have
what I was
any...
hoping.
I don't think they'd have any of their allies join them, is the thing.
I am not confident we could fight them, just them, though. That was all we were doing in the last war they won.
The only allies they had was Sweden. Sweden didn't do shit.
Sweden and Hungary, and we ignored Hungary, and Sweden didn't do anything. And still we lost.
We'll start there.
The last episode, or the last stream of the previous game, Europa Universalis, it was named Alba the Meek and Emaciated. I think I would like this one instead of the one you chose, Willie. I would like it to be Alba the Fat and Stupid.
That is what it is. Alba is fat and stupid. We have all these great numbers, but it's like we can't summon them to one place.
They're all there. I look at the paper and it says, "Yes, you are the greatest. You're the greatest."
Yeah,
in every
but they're just
category."
it's spread all the way into fucking Australia. And so how do I summon that to one specific point in fucking Normandy?
That's fine.
It's like all the resources in the world ain't worth shit if you can't use them.
Factories
I hope
a
that the
little
time
cheaper.
gods from the other dimensions eat us.
We'll meet some funny people. I know there's one setting there's a mod that we can do that where we can choose who our forerunner. There's like precursor races in Stellaris. And they're sort of randomly assigned. There's a mod that lets you choose which one, and I know exactly which one
We want the psychic ones.
We want the psychic one simply because it's too exactly what we want.
We can
So we'll get a mod. We'll get that mod, and we'll have that active.
We can glimpse the beyond.
Maybe my enemies will fall if I'm literally shooting lasers out of my eyes.
Psionic armies, if I remember correctly, one of the best things about them is that they destroy enemy morale.
Good.
They do.
It does mean
they do
that
almost as much damage as like giant fucking warframes.
Yes,
like
we will attend and we will
Gundams.
win. We will win. We will win the Olympics. We always do. We always do.
We always do.
We'll
Yeah,
never
there's a
lose.
version of there's like so many army choices you can have in Stellaris. So you can basically have it to where you have Gundams,
Mm-hmm.
or you can have Warhammer fucking Space Marines, or clone armies. You can Star Wars it up, or you can have xenomorphs. That's an option.
Mm-hmm.
You can have an
That'd be
army of
nice.
xenomorphs, and your military tactics are to unleash them on a planet and then quarantine said planet until the enemies are gone.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Basically, throwing a jar full of hornets into a room and then shutting the door and then holding it. That's like one of the things you
Space
can do in
hornets.
Stellaris. One of the many, many things that you can do in Stellaris.
Oh, that's fun.
I feel like Alba will take great pride in her engineering prowess and will make gigantic ships and stations. And
We will have colossal earthcrackers, is what we're gonna
I
have.
hope so.
oh no,
A new one. Hanoverian nationalists.
oh no, send in the.
You're new.
Oh no,
So bad,
Jacobins.
it's so bad that the state of Hanover is just like, we don't want to be a fucking Alban anymore.
Well, we say shut the fuck up and send in 66,000 men. Turov wants to be friends again. Fuck off.
It's like, fuck off. We signed a treaty with you, me, that tried dragging us into stupid bullshit.
Oh, our economy's up again.
Yay!
Lazy natives.
Eventually.
Maybe since less people are soldiers, more people are in the factories.
Maybe.
Possibly. All that materiel that we didn't spend anything on for those many years we weren't building anything, it's all in stockpile now. So these troops and stuff are going to get cranked out.
Are we building the highest level railroads?
Yep, that's what all these are.
I figured. That's a necessity. Because that will directly influence our infrastructure level of those states
Mm-hmm.
when we move over.
Is there anything else we need to do for Hearts of Iron in preparation?
Theoretically, we need our population to be... Alba's fat and stupid. And if we have the world's largest population, but it's because we're all over the fucking Earth.
Mm-hmm.
If we had more of it concentrated in specific areas, that means France is
Well,
going to have more infrastructure in some of their states than we will.
The thing
That's
about
just
population in
what's
Hearts
gonna
of
happen.
Iron, it doesn't matter where your population comes from, just as long as you have it.
No, in the converter though, it matters for the converter because like every 250,000 people in a state gives you another factory slot at the start of the next game.
That's true.
And so that means France is going to have more fucking factories in France than what we're going to have in Europe. Because we're going to be spread all over goddamn creation. Because their population is so tall.
Oh no, we have way more population than them, even
thank
especially here in Regensburg.
Regensburg. The Germans will save us.
You'll never leave me, Germany. You'll never leave me.
Actually, I think
France might be our great foil, but Germany, you'll never leave me.
I think Regensburg is actually the highest populated place like in the world. Oh,
There's that
there's
little
actually a
territory we
shitload
control
here,
in
but
North Africa that's gargantuan.
That's like almost as much as our capital.
Oh, Easter Africa has gotten a lot.
This secondary nation of Damat has just been sitting there not doing anything. They're still a slave state, though. Oh, the Aborigines have
Oh, the Aborigines.
like
are
150,000 people.
Oh, they're civilized now. We can't even fucking
Oh,
conquer.
God damn it.
God damn it.
I think the
you go
only
to war with
people
the
who-
Aborigines and they got fucking bolt-action rifles.
I think the only people who aren't civilized are China. Oh, Bolivia has 3 million people here in what I assume is their capital.
I see the European colonies in the New World are suffering, and the places there that are actually places are doing pretty well.
Well, a lot of South America was under rebel rule for like half a century.
I just don't see how those colonies can live through Hearts of Iron. I just don't see it.
Yeah.
They will probably be
they're gonna
taken
get
over
stepped
by
on.
Bolivia.
Well, the United States is gonna be chill, I think, because they're like a democracy and stuff, and so they're gonna be in the cool democracy. We're not gonna invade people camp
Mm-hmm.
in the next game.
The stupid camp.
Yeah, the dumb, stupid camp
Yep.
that I don't want to be a part of.
Yep.
Is France a fucking dumb, stupid fucking democracy?
No, they're fascists.
Oh, so they're gonna invade us the moment the next game starts, and we're not gonna be ready.
Instantly.
And then they're gonna take everything from us.
I am making many men.
I know, but I've been told by you that in the start of the next game, our regiments are gonna be dumb, stupid.
And so will theirs. We'll just put them all on the fucking line.
I want to fucking die.
Instead of making many man, could you make many men?
Well, right now we have 419 regiments currently under construction out of like 2,000. So
could we get up to 2,000?
No.
That was what the 10-year plan was trying to do, and we tried, and it was impossible.
We had like 4 years where nothing got made, so now it's all in backlog, and that is being used up. But once that gets used up, we're going to go back to the same production scale that we were before. But that does mean that we have a big explosion right now, which is why the man crop is already coming in. Who gives a shit about Poland? Who gives a shit?
It's on our doorstep.
It is this province.
I know.
How long until foreign countries come up to us with demands, you know?
If they haven't already, then they're not going
And then
to.
the emperor has to look at those demands and have to seriously consider them. It's like, can I handle this?
Because while we know that we probably wouldn't be able to take them if they all joined together,
they see our numbers.
they see our numbers, and our numbers are still far
Their
superior.
AI brain sees our numbers, and they're like, oh shit. But we know.
They don't realize that we can't use any of those numbers.
We know that we cannot summon our strength into one cause.
We won the Olympics.
Yay!
Mass advertising.
Okay, now we're getting into the fun things where we lie to everyone all the time. We need to crank that way up.
We are learning the propaganda.
The emperor needs to set up an official ministry of propaganda.
Yes. I want a ministry
of fucking truth and trustworthiness. I don't like how that entire army were all communists.
Don't worry about it.
Like the whole army.
Don't worry about it.
Where do they get the time to raise an army? I can't manage that.
The emperor tries. He asks, like, I want an army, and the generals are like, from who? Everyone is either dead or in the factories or an actual communist. It's like, who are we gonna have join?
In Hearts of Iron, we can tell them that you will be the correct or else.
What if we scrape the bottom of the barrel as soon as we go in? Right?
Oh no, I don't.
Because that's how.
I don't.
Well, that would simulate Alba very well.
It would simulate it, but we don't have to do that.
They have different recruitment categories in Hearts of Iron, and the lowest one is bottom of the barrel, where you're like everyone over 16 who's upright is now in the army. And that's what you choose whenever the end times have come, because you do that, and it's like, oh, you don't have an economy anymore, but I guess you do have people who can go in uniform-like clothing.
I guess.
Get over here is where we need them, and then we'll move them up there.
Maybe with our awesome, beautiful, glorious population, we'll be able to have our army be a volunteer army and still have all the manpower needs we need.
Do you think they'll volunteer voluntarily?
I don't know. We have a lot of ethnicities. Maybe whole ethnicities are like, I don't wanna.
We are making 15 dreadnoughts, and they will go with us into Hearts of Iron.
Depression spending.
Going to his Amazon wish list. It's like, I want this and this and this.
I
and
want
it'll make
15 dreadnoughts.
They're on sale for 10% off. It's a deal.
The bread queues.
I thought that said fucking dread queers. Is what I thought.
No, the dread queers have come.
We can blame the bureaucrats. There's not a lot in Wales anyway.
I mean, the bureaucrats are bullshit. They're corrupt, horrible pieces of shit.
They are.
They take, I think, out of every dollar in taxes, I think they take about 78 cents, and they put it right in their pocket.
I don't know how they even manage to spend that much.
I know. They take 78 cents, and they take another 10 cents, and they just pop it in the sewer drain. And then the rest they send up the chain.
The fascists are marching in the Aegean Islands. Greece is so full of terrible ideas. We can outlaw paramilitary organizations.
Yeah. I guess.
All fascists in the entirety of Alba will gain militancy, though.
I think it makes sense for the Emperor to say organizations that aren't the military aren't allowed to be military.
It does.
So we probably should do that.
We should.
The Emperor goes up to us like, "Do you have to do this?" And the fascist's like, "Yes."
Okay. I fully expect rebellions.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But we only have 3 more years, so it's fine.
I know. We'll just ride it through. We'll just burn it through.
Run out the clock.
Let it ride.
Really, 2.5 years, when you really think about it.
Just round down. We're basically already done.
Run down the clock.
When they're trying to get the knife into me, it'll take them a couple seconds to like get it into my fat carcass. My heart is protected.
We're sprinting out of Victoria, and parts of in Europa Universalis, it was depressing because we ran out of time, and the moment we ran out of time is like when we got our shit together. It's like if there was another 100 years of Europa Universalis, we could have started repairing and like expanding again, but we ran out of time.
Happens.
And in this one, we're just sprinting out of it. It's like, get out of this one.
Please,
get out of this
we
one.
need to end this. We need to end this.
It's only
This
going to
one
get
was a wash.
worse. It's
I don't
only going to
like
get
it.
worse.
I don't see anything getting better.
I remember people declared our golden age to be like the 1870s. That was what was said, where everything was fine. And then the dread 1890s happened in the 1890s. That was where Jordan wasn't here. The 1890s were so bad. They were so bad. That was when we had to start giving like rights to people, because if we didn't, it's like the Emperor wasn't gonna make it.
Yeah. We are officially exporting more fabric than we are glass, which was our number 2.
Okay, I guess that's a victory. I'll consider that a big victory.
Feed our families. We have them.
The Emperor's given that news. Well, we haven't gotten France, but we are exporting fabric. It's nice.
We are exporting fabric in wonderful amounts.
It's like, thanks.
Our economy has recovered. I'd say that's a victory.
I'm glad. I mean, yeah, I guess.
For 40 years, we tried getting a land route to Spain, and we failed.
Hasn't happened.
Not even an eventually thing. It was like we just failed miserably.
Yeah. I want to get on a train and go to Cape Town, and I can't.
I know. There's so much we don't have.
I want to bomb France so fucking bad.
Nothing else in the Empire can happen until France is gone.
There's a big iron wall stopping us from doing anything.
They are a wall we can bomb the shit out of, though.
What if they get it first?
Get what first?
It's possible.
You just mean the nuke?
Yeah, yes. The bomb.
The AI usually doesn't even go for nukes.
France shouldn't exist by the concept of the nuke happening. That should be how things are.
Let me write that down. Alex says France won't exist.
Alex says France won't exist past the year 1940, is what Alex says.
Okay.
And at that, I think that's when we're going to enter the era of no more conciliatory treaties. It's like we either defeat France or we're not making it to Stellaris, I think.
Well, France doesn't have any colonies, so it's literally just we have to walk into France.
But it turns out them not having colonies is a benefit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got all the colonies.
Continents. Several continents.
It's not enough.
pick up Africa and drop it upon them, and tilt the entire continent of Europe in doing so, and flood the new world with the ocean ripples.
I wish I could like take it and just kind of like turn it around so it surrounds France.
Just bend it around France.
Terramancy to throw the continent of Africa on top of France, and a comet to strike it.
That's the level we're at.
Uh-huh.
Praying to God for a comet. It's a very creative 7-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
We're making 95% of the guns in the world.
We like to sell them directly to France, our greedy capitalists. Our mustache monopoly men.
They got money.
We will sell these to all of our enemies, and then they will use them and win their wars.
We are not exporting any of them. They are all domestic.
How are they getting their guns then?
Where are they coming from?
They're probably making their own.
What's even the point of making so many guns if you make like 1 fraction of the percentage of the world is enough to supply your own army? And then why can't we supply our own army when we need to make soldiers? I hate our country.
It's like we make like 750 per week, or actually more like per day, and we demand them. We need 3,000 every day.
Yeah.
And they say we're already making 19 out of 20 of all guns in the world.
Like, I want 20 out of 20.
Well, France is able to do it. Why can't we?
They're not.
Yes, they are. How else have they won all their wars?
Well, I suppose if that's what the
newspapers say. Why are they still
say.
there?
Is the Alban character not good enough? Are our men just quitters? They put down the guns like, I don't wanna. Is it because we're multi-ethnic? Do we need to be one ethnicity? Is that the problem?
Where's the issue?
Actually, now that we mentioned that...
Oh, we're 900 ethnicities.
We are a lot.
Yeah, that's why I was like thinking of like who would our like personification be. It's like we're so many cultures.
It's Europa.
We are Europa. We are actually more than anything. We are French.
14% of 14% of our population is French.
But we are
the French are dominant.
We are 13% other, and that means mostly African,
which is Gaelic. Oh, okay. I see 9% Alban.
Mm-hmm.
So other is we don't know.
It's mostly French. If you're born in Europe, you're likely either in the French state or the Alban Empire, and either way, you're likely French.
I liked you better when you were fucking Frankia.
I did too. We are making a lot of big ships, though.
They started with Victoria with West Francia still. That was a development that happened in this game, was France saying, well, no, we're done with this. They accomplished their goals.
They had tiny goals,
Yeah. You know what we need to thank our lucky stars about, though, in all of this? That they didn't have a Napoleon.
They never got a Napoleon,
if
which is something we were
concerned
of in the last game.
I think it would have been done. I think
there were events that could have happened where Napoleon could have taken power in France while Alba was in its second Dark Age. And we were like, please, God, no.
Shut it down. The Ministry of Truth did not approve of that shit.
Nope. We got ships being built around. But we should absolutely also have the biggest navy going into Hearts of Iron, which does help when it comes to fighting on the coast, unlike in this game.
It'll help us get through the Mediterranean coastline. We still control Gibraltar as well, so there's that.
Nothing can get into or out of the Mediterranean without us.
We'll control the gates of the Mediterranean in the next game.
That and the Suez Canal, which we've owned for hundreds of years now.
We theoretically have the benefits of both the British Empire and the Germans at the same time, so we can't lose. Theoretically. Technically.
All we need in the next game is to make We just need to make more guns, more planes, and I don't even really think we'll need more ships, but we'll probably make them anyway.
I don't
just
care
don't
if we
believe
need them. I
anything.
want more of them. I want the fucking water levels to rise because we have fucking shipping in there.
And we have a whole Axis. We have a whole Axis alliance.
We have a whole group of questionable allies.
Mm-hmm.
They are fairly useful in the next game.
Yeah.
Although
good to have somebody.
I feel like if we had a big war and we had our Axis, there's more likely that we'd have to send manpower to them than them sending manpower to us.
Bolivia, what are you doing? What do you want?
Going to war with someone?
You're at war with...
Oh, they're at war with
Sweden.
Oh,
And France.
and then
Never mind.
Sweden has Bolivia. No, we can't.
Nope.
We can't. France will kick our ass.
We can't.
France
No.
will kick our ass.
We can't help you.
You shouldn't have done that.
That's our second ally. We're like, no, we can't. We can't. Don't look at our big numbers. They're lies. Those numbers were fucking Elpin propaganda.
We only allied with you so you would potentially help us.
We thought you would protect us. You can't ask us to do things. We haven't won a war in fucking what, like 40 years, 50 years?
Oh.
And even that, it was against people with like bows and arrows, okay?
2 more years.
The last time we fought like an actual proper country and won was like in the 1840s, and it was against France. Since that period of time, we've not fought a real country, and when we did fight a real country, we lost. I think that's really not good, because that's a century's worth of time I'm describing there.
We just need to revolutionize the way we do war. We need a new path, a new method.
Have to get rid of the Elpins, and then the fascists come.
Well, I didn't say that. I just said we need a new way to do war.
We have to throw out the old and put in the new, you know?
No.
What if the Elpins are like, what if we let the 7-year-old run the military strategy, and he's appointed by God, so you can't say no?
Well, maybe we just have him be in an advisory capacity.
Maybe we just make him a constitutional monarch. Is that what you said?
No.
Is that what I just heard you say?
That is what you said. That was what you said.
I'm just saying that we need a Regency Council of Generals.
I want a comment. I need a comment so fucking bad.
If we just got a comet, it'd be fine.
I pray every day for a comet to end my suffering.
We're almost there.
The jackbooted people are coming for me.
Oh, the Ming have decided things again.
Let them have whatever they want.
Whatever.
I don't want to go to
shit.
war with
I don't
them.
give a fuck about them.
We have more important things to do. We have boats. We
All
have
of
so
our great
many
military
boats.
achievements in this game was against people who couldn't defend themselves.
Like,
Still counts.
like most countries. It's fine.
Still counts.
It'd be fine if we won against real countries, but we didn't. We had to go like China, which is like still like fucking using swords. We went and invaded them and shot them with machine guns.
We are creating.
Only about a year and some change. And then the darkness
suffering
will
be
be
over.
We've done an autarky. We have already decided that we are going to spend all of our money on the military and nothing else.
Yeah, it basically means that we've decided that Alba will be self-sufficient, so that if any embargoes or whatever because of the activities we might get up to won't matter.
And we have been passively making things like refineries, so we don't have to worry about oil.
Some countries in World War II could not do that. And the ones who could not do that were the ones who suffered the most.
We got that going for us, if nothing else.
Italy, notably, couldn't do that. Neither could Britain.
Fuck them. We're better than them.
We have them. We are them.
Our problem that we could theoretically have is the exact problem the British Empire had, which is like, hold on, I have to wait for reinforcements from Australia to come in. I'm real big, but it is over there. Just give me a minute. And the panzers running through our
And
country.
the tiny little France has stabbed us 15 times by then.
And tanks just going all over the place. It's like, well, I have a big empire over there. And the French are like, oh, that's nice.
They say, okay, have fun, little lad.
We will. Fuck
We'll
you.
win.
Fuck you.
Maybe we'll go in and France will have a whole bunch of debuffs. I don't think they will because they're fascists.
They probably
normal
won't.
Hearts of Iron, they have like a whole bunch of really good debuffs, but they're gonna be fascists, so they're gonna be like, no. They're gonna have the scary fucking fascist French flag, which is it's got an axe on it. They got an axe on their flag.
Oh no. What is our flag gonna look like?
Oh,
I want the
knows.
cock.
What country will we be?
I demand the cock. I wanted it in this one, and it was taken from me.
When did the socialists get in?
Because of reasons.
The liberals and socialists have been vying for power this whole time.
Oh, there are no
They
liberals.
realized that they could just team up.
Oh, the liberals are gone.
Did they die off?
There is
Oh,
no.
the liberals-
There's no actual
20%.
liberal party.
Let's go to
yeah.
the royal faction now,
Royal.
and let's not support the socialists, please.
No. Don't accidentally put a stamp on that one.
The vast majority of our population is suffering. I saw that graph there, and it was not great.
Fuck them.
The reactionaries have gone away, and yeah, the liberals.
There are no more liberals in our government. You are either a fucking communist or a fucking royalist or a fucking fascist these days.
There.
Three parties.
That's spooky.
There's no middle.
There is no more
Yeah.
middle ground. You're either on board with war or you're on board with revolution. Those are your options.
None of the political parties active are the sort of democracy and let's be the United States kind of party.
No, we don't really have that.
All of them are who's going to be absolutely El Duce. One of them's like, I think that they should be appointed by God and blood, and the other one's like, I think they should be from blood and iron, and the other one is like, I want the people Soviets to decide.
I don't even know what that means. Go away. Go away. You're barely people. You're barely people.
France, don't go to war with us. It's really
Please,
looking
God,
like
don't
you're
do
thinking
it.
about it.
You've been lining up on the border.
It's just you outnumber us now, and could you not?
We're just at the last moment. Please don't do it at the last moment. Please, God,
Don't make
do
me
that.
start Hearts of Iron with you at war with us.
No.
We'll be trying to figure out where our fucking factories go, and then
What's the date? What's the exact date?
what? In the next game, we're gonna have a much clearer idea of where our factories are, and we're gonna find out that they're in places we do not want them to be. We're gonna figure out that they're right up in the fucking war zone.
William, what's the date it ends?
1936.
January 1st of next year.
Okay.
We got like half a year left. Come on, France, be a bro.
France,
We used to be brothers.
Cool. We used to be cool, I think, at one point, maybe.
We were cool for centuries, France. You could be cool for like fucking half a year, okay? I know we've had a lot of bad blood, millions have died, but can we just peace forever? Peace.
Peace in our time. Our
Peace in
time
our
will
time.
end in like half a year, though.
Just let the Emperor just go right to sleep.
Just let me go to sleep for a minute.
I need to rest my eyes.
We've been through so much. We expanded a lot, but there were so many growing pains.
There were.
The growing
so
pains.
much.
The great kidney stones that happened.
Mm-hmm.
We've been more enormous than we've ever been, but it's bad.
Enormous to where we're fat and stupid and can't do even a war anymore. Our population's not even really growing anymore. We're gaining a fucking third of our population per day than what we had fucking 10 years ago.
Most of them are probably going to the New World at this point.
Probably. They're probably joining the United States of America.
Which
I
is
want to go to Mexico or the U.S.
that is actually normal for this game, though. Where's the migration?
I think we lost that
There it is.
because we lost that last war, and then everyone over here is like, I want to fucking go.
Mostly to the
Because
U.S., Bolivia, and Mexico.
Our numbers were not as bad before that last war, and then that last war happened, and we signed the bad treaty, and they're like, well, we want. It's embarrassing being Alba, and they want to be American instead.
We did start killing a lot of them too, so they probably
Yeah, there was like 9 rebellions, and they're like, it's fucking full of violence and depression over here.
It's like every time people go in the streets, there's like 6,000 men waiting to shoot you.
They got tired of hearing gunshots all the time, so they moved to America.
The streets of Alba are not safe.
No,
They're not. Just stay indoors. Stay indoors. That's why
Stay
we have
indoors and
telephones.
pray.
You don't have to move. You don't have to move and meet people.
You
Use your telephones.
can speak with your friends if you'd like, and you can listen to the propaganda radio.
You listen to the radio, get on your phone, talk to your friends on the phone. Remember the voice.
Do not go outside.
You don't need to be going to restaurants or nothing.
Nope. And then once we get in the bread line,
we can just make them stop a little bit.
Use propaganda.
Oh, good.
Propaganda
yes.
the problem
We
away.
can let the soothing waves go out.
Our average militancy is as high as it's ever been.
It's fine. It's fine. We're
Every
nearly there.
single Alban
France,
wants the
be
Emperor
cool.
dead, but they don't really
France,
know
don't
how to do so.
invade right now, and then don't have there be a huge rebellion.
If we weren't in so control with the propaganda and everything, so many people would figure out that there are active communist parties that will do the whole emperor killing thing, and then they would join them.
Yeah. I'm glad they're so stupid.
The lead in the water is very helpful.
The
There's
Bolivians
a Bolivian fleet has showed up to
hello.
Europe.
Hello there.
And they're beating the
Hello.
Swedes.
Good for them. Jackbins, hey. Hey, old friend.
Hello.
How you been?
Welcome to the streets.
Welcome to the streets, bitch.
We've been waiting.
Just a few more months.
Just a few more months.
Just hang in.
French weapons.
Uh,
They stole our weapons.
uh,
Well, everyone
French
in the
partisans
Rhineland's
have
gonna
claimed
gain militancy.
responsibility.
uh-huh.
Yeah, we will replace
Yeah.
them.
Okay, you
Not
can
like we
have
can't
them.
do that.
You can have them.
Take them. The Emperor throws up his hands like, take the guns. We have more, I
Don't care.
guess.
I'm not gonna use them.
We did not get all the techs.
We didn't.
I really
And
don't think
I'm-
it'll be an issue.
I'm
We
just
have
really
all of the
concerned.
important military techs. We have the planes, we have the
just-
tanks, we have all the extra stuff
I
that goes
just
along with them.
remember that the transition from the previous game to this one was like, if you don't have any techs, you are ruined. Like if you will ruined, and I'm concerned that we'll go into the next game and our soldiers will be barefoot because we did not have the appropriate techs we needed.
The military is all completely upgraded.
But what if our economy isn't?
We have most of the stuff.
What if those are important?
I mean, feel free to look it up. I don't think it'll be an issue, though. But my word doesn't mean anything, so.
Nobody's word means anything. I just fear. There's only fear. December, Christmas time, come here.
All the Emperor wants for Christmas
Celebrate
and death.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
Get in there. Merry Christmas.
We did it!
Yay! Yay! Yay!
So that's what our house looked like. Well, how did we stack up?
How is it? Yay, number one.
So in the conversion, it's not the text that matter; it's the inventions.
Okay.
The inventions are what go.
And we have all of the army inventions and most of the navy ones.
We needed synthetic polymers. Did we get synthetic polymers?
Yes, we did.
I think so.
We got
Like
that a long time
battleships,
ago.
Ships, oil-driven ships, and all that.
Yep. We have all the ones that pertain to the actual building of the navy. I don't we might have even gotten we got some of the ones that actually upgrade the weapons on the ships, but I don't know how that transfers over.
As long as we get all the good inventions, we're solid.
And we are an absolute monarchy. That's the big number.
Even though we had a constitution, the game, and everything else, like, you're still an absolute monarchy. It's like, well, thank God.
Good. Thank fucking God.
It's a good thing to note that fucking document I signed was worthless.
It meant nothing.
We have 6 times the industrial output of France, so we will absolutely be fine.
I know that it translates in a much more it's not non-Euclidean like it is in this one. You don't have to walk up the stairs sideways to figure out how it works in the next game.
Can we see what it will look like?
Yes, let me just figure it out. Because I think...
It's been a while.
It's going to be so crude.
Am I going to need to... I don't remember if the converter for this one is a mod or a separate thing that I need to download. So let me pull up.
Takes a Victoria 2 saves and generates a Hearts of Iron 4 scenario from it. It can be downloaded from this forum thread or from Steam.
I pull up Victoria 2. I pull it up on this. Victoria 2. And we go to...
Maybe that'll be the first episode's name, Alba the Fat and Stupid.
Mm-hmm. That is what we are. And I hate us.
I do hate myself.
Mm-hmm. We've grown into a silly little shit that can't do anything.
I just want to win one war that's not against people that don't have guns. Can you really call that a war? I mean, we will, obviously, because I need anything on the record.
We will be... I know that things were weird in this game. Because this game makes things difficult for you on purpose.
Dire.
But with Hearts of Iron, it's a lot more straightforward. You just have to have the equipment and you have to have the men, and then you're fine. And we have both.
Okay.
Where is it? Where's the dot? Here it is. I think this is it. Yeah. Codename Rommel.
Oh.
Maybe we'll get all kinds of scary Nazi generals. Because the game's like, you're German, yeah.
Maybe.
We do this.
Then good von Rundstedt and stuff.
Make desktop shortcut.
You have so many. Do you need more?
Yes.
I don't know how you find your shortcuts in the pile.
You hoarder. It's like, yes, I must have more. I must collect them all.
The stuff on the right is my games. The stuff in the middle is talking to other people stuff. And the stuff on the left is random bullshit.
Okay.
3044498 space 12. Or W21441921.
A5TWVPXLUKI ...
Don't worry about it.
Knife.
There's those.
Knife.
Okay. So now we gotta find which save game it was. Not Super France. Alba 2. Save games.
Sort by date modified.
Yeah, it's our.
It should be.
Autosave.
We didn't do that save before the game ended thing that we needed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if things need to be changed in Hearts of Iron for it to be chill, we have a save that's like 10 years before. It's during a war that needs to be ended as soon as possible, but it is.
Yes. Not quite as convenient.
Okay. We don't need that. So this, I believe, will actually make it so that every 10 factories in Victoria converts into 1 in Hearts of Iron, which still means that we're massively overpowered.
Yeah, we'd still have to have the factory slots for them.
Yeah. Force multiplier 1-to-1. Yeah, that's fine.
Remove cores, owners accept culture.
Keep meter.
We have all of it. We have that
How about-
delicious absolutist ideology. That's the ideology we like. Is the absolutist one.
Keep all ideologies. That's fine. Remove core owner culture. All cores where the owner accepts the core's primary culture will be removed.
Or to be removed.
All cores that basically means if you took over stuff in Victoria and they still had a core there, if you start accepting them as a part of your empire, then the former country loses their cores on it.
I don't know how Alba functions, because we're not an empire that like gives the minorities the right to vote and everything. But no ethnicity is even close to being a majority in our empire. So how the fuck do we work?
I don't know.
We just hope it all works at the end of the day.
Normally,
I think just maybe religion ties it all together.
Yeah, probably. We are all DeLorean.
We're all DeLorean, and the Emperor is chosen by God, so we all accept him.
We always fall back on that.
The Emperor was chosen by God, and you're not against God, are you?
And then a scarily large number of people say yes.
It's like, yes, we're now atheists. It's like, what do you mean?
So, do we want to start the game off with factions, or do we want to...
I don't know what a faction is.
It's like the big alliances, like Axis is an ally.
Oh, okay. I mean, we did start doing that.
If you do know on create factions, will it let us create factions while we're in the game?
Yeah, this is just the converting over.
So I would say no, then.
I would agree.
I would rather it be more organic. I don't want to use Victoria's diplomacy in this game.
Okay.
Okay.
And here's where it says error. Can't do this.
Cannot do this. What the error? What even the fuck is your country even?
Expecting it.
It's like, are you Britain or Scotland or Germany or Albania?
It's like, I don't know. I don't know
We'll see.
what I am.
We will absolutely see.
Half of Europe is like not owned by anybody. Is what the thing it does. It's like
it looks at a thing. It's like, what the fuck is no culture?
what does no culture mean?
It's like,
what does lowercase a Alban mean?
I don't know what AZT is. I also don't know KAZ. It might be Kazakhstan, but I think Kazakhstan has a tag. Who fucking knows? I'm sure we'll see a couple of those. I just want it... Well, it's probably already started looking at Alba, and it hasn't had horrible
Alb
things.
has no culture set, and Al has no... Either one of those could be us.
I don't know. We'll see.
The wasteland. What?
Probably in reference to that fucking territory in the Sinai Peninsula. That we had to go in and mess with.
Yeah.
No culture.
Oh.
They can't find male names or surnames for no culture.
No.
That's how we're gonna get the big question marks when it comes to who all our people are called.
Don't want the question marks no more.
This is the debugging we're going to have to look through.
We need male
I'll
names
edit
and
this
surnames.
fucking file if I have to.
We probably
We're gonna
will
need
have
to come up with. We need to figure out for male names, right? How many category, like how many numbers of male names the game normally would have for the randomization and surnames, and we need to come up with a judge versions of them.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Or if we don't want to spend hours doing that, we can just find one of the in-game tags.
We've already said we're going to
spend hours doing it.
I remember Jordan saying it's like, I will spend a day making it work.
Okay,
but
mod copying has started.
If we had like all the names and it's like a mix of Gaelic and weird,
I want that.
You look at a name and you hear it and you're like, what? And you stare at it and you realize it's Michael after staring at it for a minute. It's a Michael with 3 J's in it.
It's Michael with a B.
There's a B and 3 J's, but it's Michael.
Okay. So now we just have to open it up and see if it runs.
I mean, it may run, but I think it's going to be very wrong.
Oh, I'm sure it will be. I'm sure there's going to be things we have to fix. But let's see.
Here we go. Here we go. We also have to... never mind.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, look. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
This
it's
game
beautiful.
is pretty recent, so...
Yeah.
You know.
I've been used to it going backwards further and further.
This game is pretty recent.
Victoria 2 hasn't had very much actual, like, in-game support in, like, 7 or 8 years.
10 years. Yeah, like 10 years.
Hearts of Iron is still releasing DLC.
Look at that. That's our Romulus man.
It's loading history. I wonder what that means.
They're like calculating the history of Alba.
I don't even know what it's going to say. Some of the Albania.
Some of these cities that they're showing aren't even like that developed in our world because they were like abandoned in the Alban version of history.
Oh.
So we're Albania. Have to fix that.
We have the nice flag though.
We're led by Antoine de Echten.
That's not right.
What does France get? Oh, they
Achille de Castellane.
They got a popular figurehead.
They have a totalitarian regime. I saw in our history, it's like with divine help and grace.
There's some democracies. Oh, Mexico's non-aligned, so they're like a proper monarchy. Latvia has a crab, and they are fascist.
We are the Cthulhu state.
Torov is democratic. Vladimir is democratic. I believe they're still at war. That actually isn't a terrible conversion.
It didn't horribly fuck it like it did the first time we did EU4.
All right, now let's...
Next election, never.
No, never.
Let's take a look.
Look at our fucking... The eldritch name of our leader, though. Antoine de It's like German French.
I think that's kind of perfect.
It's not wrong.
We will...
What if all of our people have stupid long names and have fucking unpronounceable... I see that there's no land route to Normandy anymore. That's been taken.
Took that
they took that from us.
We don't need it.
So we're gonna that's another thing where the ships are gonna have to be used.
Yay.
I mean, right now, we can just send our people over. There's no, like, transport ship thing that you have to do unless you're invading.
381 factories.
Which is, oh my god, huge. I just want to throw that out there.
How many does France have?
France has between 95 and 150.
Okay, that's good.
What does our tree look like?
But where are our factories located?
Oh, this is our special stuff.
Glory to the Empire.
I mean,
we can either strengthen the colonies or
our main goals down there are war with Sweden or war with France.
I mean, yeah.
Conquer Egypt. There's conquer the Namjoids. I see that down there.
Yep. If we, these will only become available at 1939. So we realistically just, if we go to war with France, we want it to be then.
We'll have to militarize and organize up until that point. We have 3 years, the 3-year plan.
We're going
to have the collectivist ethos, definitely. Then we're going to go down the absolutism tree.
More absolutism, ideology.
The historical claims one, where it's like, you remember when we claimed this country? You remember when our royal family ruled over the Eastern Europe 6 centuries ago?
I still have the titles.
And the best part about that is that it's not for just any one particular territory. It's just for all claims from then on.
Well, it makes sense.
We owned all of it before.
Because we've at one point owned everything in Europe.
This one is just all army stuff. There's Air Force stuff, rocket stuff. Which we will be doing.
I like that I am proud of this game for figuring out our history to know that we hate the Namjoids, we hate the French, and we hate the Swedish.
It's very good of them.
Yeah, the converter for this game is actually pretty good. Now let's see.
I
we're
see
not
we have
building
some stuff
anything.
in France, by the way. What's that all about? What's that 15?
What is
in France?
that?
That's just
okay.
okay.
That's just
It just puts
that's
them
just
in
our
specific
fucked
places.
border. That's all that is.
Okay, now let's look at our
Where are our factories actually located? Look at all the airfields, by the way.
Oh yeah, they're everywhere and they're huge.
There's a trillion more of them than what I saw when I saw the actual game be played earlier.
They are huge.
So the Air Force is going to be a lot more prominent in this than it would be normally in Hearts of Iron.
These are all the things we're building. We will, without getting too much into the weeds, we will be making lots of guns and lots of artillery. And if we want to start making tanks, it looks like something that we'll have to research. Oh no, we just have to design them. We just need the experience for it.
Demand that we stop being called Albania.
That's a thing we can do.
That's gotta stop.
We already have medium tanks, which is holy fucking god. That's actually a
Can we
big thing.
directly edit like this?
Hey,
save,
world
or do we
tension's
have
already
to edit-
25%, which means that we're freely can declare war on people, because absolutists only need 25% world tension.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's nice.
And here, all the infamy transferred over. That's what it was. We had a tiny amount. But,
that means that we can enter the world and just start immediately invading people. Also, we have 2 million fucking manpower.
Mm-hmm.
That means we have 2 million men who can join the army right now. If all we have to do is ask them and just give them a gun.
And that's just volunteers.
That's
Realistically,
just
we want to be
army.
down to service by requirement. Volunteers is only 1.5% of the population we can recruit. This is 10%. So we can increase this number fully tenfold.
Which one starts really messing with our industry? Like how much does limited conscription mess with the industry?
It only starts messing with it once you start getting down to service by requirement.
It definitely looks like if we had limited conscription, we'd have all the men we need. I'm just saying.
Starting off, probably. Oh. We can have
okay, so our names are French. Because we have like Hubert Gallimant and Mathieu de Gaulle. So they've decided since No Culture didn't have male names set up and everything, like, okay, you're French then. The House of Zogu.
Do we have to edit the save game of the Victoria, or can we like just edit this game directly?
We should be able to do this.
The Paravar down there, that's an Ajaj thing, because if you hover over that, it has a bunch of words. It has a bunch of words that I no, it was a different one. Look at one of the other ones. Maybe it was the PPSH, which is a gun. That one.
Like
that is the Ajaj right there. The communist Ajaj is just like the communists have the Papasha. We're a great power, which I love to see.
Subjects.
I'm gonna pretend like the London Naval Treaty was the humiliating treaty we had to sign with France a few years ago.
That's
where we signed it.
Oh yeah, we still
Albanian
have
Australia, Albanian
guys.
Levant, Albanian Madagascar, Maghreb, Western Africa.
So basically,
Siebenbürgen. What's Siebenbürgen?
The fuck is
that's
that?
these guys that we made.
Oh yeah, that's that
thing.
country we made.
So basically, it seems like every bit of contiguous Europe we still control directly, and everywhere else we've already made into a puppet.
Everywhere else is a puppet state.
So we don't have to directly control them, and they will make their own troops and stuff. But I do think that one of the first things we'll want to do is invade Belgium to get our nice land bridge there.
Yeah.
And if we look here into our divisions,
I'm sure Belgium will be guaranteed by France, and we'll have to go to war with them.
let's
Probably.
just group these and group all of these.
You don't need to do a lot, by the way.
Hey, we got work to do, you know.
We are going to be doing things.
What I'm trying to look at is the different types of brigades and stuff that we have. And it looks like it's pretty balanced around with the different types we have. So if we look at the infantry division, that's actually really good. We just want to increase like one more level. Infantry brigade, those we want to get rid of. Those are garbage, stinky poo-poo. And those don't have any artillery, so it'd be best to just convert all of them to the infantry divisions. And then make tanks. And then planes. But yeah.
And hopefully be mechanized enough that we can get rid of horses.
Yeah.
Oh, look at
How many names do we need to provide exactly?
That's what I was wondering. It's like the standardized thing.
What's
the only people's names we'll probably have to worry about, especially since we're not going to be changing our faction, will probably just be generals.
I would like our generals and all that to not be question marks. And I would like them not to just be French as well.
Yeah.
Right now, it looks like
I said, I'm perfectly fine. That dude's name is Bonaparte.
I will sit down and I will come up with names. You just gotta tell me how many I need to make.
A list of surnames and male first names. That would be
give me
a mix
number.
of fucking Gaelic and.
It needs to be Gaelic and French and.
That depends
German.
on how much of the world we plan on taking, because every army. Well, I would say probably a minimum of 50.
Okay.
I'm gonna look it up.
That's fine.
Because the generals that we have right now, we can make more, and we will be needing to make more. But we just don't have a lot right now. And we can also promote all of these guys, but they are all named in the
common
French
Hearts
way.
of Iron 4 names, and then 00_ names. There should be files that shows the names.
Can you look
under
that
various
up?
tags, and if you see those, that can give you a good idea of what the actual names are going to be, like how many.
We will exit, and then we can start
So
pulling
many
up some
names. I don't want to
flags
be
if we want.
Albania. I want to be Alba or Aldiajajabagababa. Abracadabra.
Ali
Either is
Abracadabra.
acceptable.
So we are going to.
Oh, I found like things that shows like the actual code for how you can change the naming conventions for ships and stuff like that. And
I
all
want
that
the L
found.
pen. I want the L pen.
Mod Alba. So this is the Alba.
Okay. Say common and then names.
Common.
Something.
I posted nameless modding in Discord. It's like a page on the wiki that
Names,
shows
and
like
then
where
there's
some
this
stuff's
one.
at.
We will open this one up in Notepad++.
John, Bob, Lucas, Marcus, Alexander.
Those are so long.
It's just doing some defaults, I see.
So
What
that's
was the second one?
I don't know how many numbers you would need for them. It'd have to be from females. We have Juliet or Anne.
Okay.
Surname Smith, Jones, Taylor, Brown, Williams.
Call
Williams.
signs, that'll be a thing for our aces. They can get funny special nicknames, and we can, I guess, mod those in.
What is the other file? 'Cause there's two there.
Why is this like not French? And the other ones were the one in game was French.
Because there was the other file. Open it. It's like way bigger.
Can I not?
I click
There
it.
we go.
There you go.
Al-Jaj
That's the
Al-Aziz.
names.
So
Okay,
ALB is
where-
our tag.
ALB is what we need to do.
Yeah, that's the French one.
Oh,
So that about that many.
The poor females. They get
You are either Anna Marie.
okay.
They only come up in regards to I think spies. So we wouldn't need that many female names,
Okay.
but there being more than Anna Marie would be good.
5, 6, 10, 20, 40. Around 50 or so.
Yeah.
Around 50 names.
Around
Okay,
50
that's doable.
male first names, around 50
And then,
surnames.
And if we
Okay,
want to
that's
do call
doable.
signs, we can do that.
Abso-fucking-lutely. Abso-fucking-lutely.
Those are names. I think all the political stuff was mostly fine, all things considered. It transferred over pretty well. We could
We have to change
probably.
that. We have to change the country name. We have to change the flag.
We could probably. Do we want to change the flag? I mean, that was the flag.
Kinda. I
want
want
the
the cock. That was
can
what I
do
wanted
that.
in Victoria, but I was told
They
it was
took
too
it away.
hard. I was told the game fucking exploded every time we tried changing the flag.
It did. It did.
And so we gave up, and I have never forgotten the cock of Alba. It's just Walloon. Surely it's in the game.
Do we also want to change the name of our ruler to a proper Aelpin?
Yes, absolutely.
I don't know if that person, was that person supposed to be the king, or was that
As a real person.
I
a
think
prime
it was
minister
supposed to
type.
be the king because it's the head of the absolutist
Okay, so yeah.
faction.
Well, his picture was okay. He was. The last war aged him greatly because in our head canon,
he's
young.
like 7. Gray hair.
Like, because, yeah.
That's
like
fine.
those 10 years like really fucking worked him out.
So, does this one even matter then? Oh, this is name generation for aces and operations. So this is where the spies and the aces pick their names from.
Okay.
And this is
we don't need our aces being called Bob Smith.
Yeah.
Which was one of the options on there.
So this is for rulers and generals, and I remember Anne was the first name of the ruler of the Communist Party, I think it was. So yeah, that's for that. What about with our ruler? So if we go back and we do country leader. That's just for all of the different rulers, it looks like.
I think this is the actual stats
like
for what if someone's like the Showa Emperor, what do they get?
Yeah.
Ooh, we can give our Emperor the underage monarch trait. I saw that.
Spirit of Genghis.
He's like fucking 16 still.
Generalissimo.
He wouldn't be 7 simply because the one who was 7 was the one who declared the 10-year plan. But he would only be like 28, and he's the emperor of the entire empire. He couldn't even legally be president of the United States, but he's the leader of the Alban Empire.
That was Ethiopian. Wait. For the emperor. I love that. Is this for anyone in particular? I saw one that was specifically for Ethiopia. So is this...
It might just be like all the leader like traits in the game is probably what it is.
Possibly. I recently see.
That whenever a leader gets like through a certain mission, it's like assign them, 2216, and then they get that trait, I saw this is like Soviet Union is what you went on.
I'm noticing these are factions that have DLC stuff that go along with them, so they might have just stacked stuff on top of it.
It's a fun stream.
Yeah. In British trade.
Get to see how the sausage is made and how difficult it is to make this fucking series happen.
But if that's all trait stuff, then that's not what we want. Jordan, did you say you saw one that you wanted to look at?
No.
Characters. It would be this one. Portrait.
And if you want different
we have
portraits.
decided that the emperor at the end. That means that whenever I write the history, I'm going to fill it in. But we've decided the emperor at the end of fucking Victoria 2 was Kamgen Umnakan, the fucking like 13th. Make him the 13th. It's unlucky 13.
There you go. Yeah.
It looks like here is the place we would change the name of our actual
Antoine de Eklen.
Kamgen Umnakan the 13th.
He's likely going to be the emperor throughout the entirety of Hearts of Iron, so that means that his rule is going to see a lot of war. A lot of war. Like, in his youth, he had a bad war with France, and then after that, it's like, he's going to have 3 wars with France in his lifetime.
Well, now it's going to be way better. Way better.
We're going to have a right proper modern military where we send everything in at the same time.
I'm a win.
But yeah. Is there anything else that we necessarily want to look at?
When we messed with our political... I saw that there in our political parties, there was like House of fucking Dumb. It wasn't Elpin. I'm guessing that was the Royalist Party.
We need to fix that shit.
We'll have to change that.
Well, if we do the Absolutist faction, that would be the monarch. At least that's the way I would understand it. I would imagine if you were to do non-aligned, it would be like some fucking upstart duke that you're trying to.
Well, I mean, you could just change the name.
We just want to change the name of the political party. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, we're the right thing.
Party. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. It was just called the House of Stupid Country. That doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And it needs to be the House of Aelpin. I respect.
I respect.
It's achievements, combat, tactics.
Where do you got to change the actual full country name? How will we do that?
Probably country tags, like in countries.
Probably would be countries, since we are Albania.
Albania.
At the moment.
Again, god damn it.
That's just the
Our
graphic.
color is
Why?
172,
Yeah.
106.
We can change our color if we want, and we can change the way our men look.
I never liked the new pink color.
I didn't either. I fucking hated that they did that to us.
I agree.
No reason. It happened out of nowhere.
I was perfectly fine with being the Ajaj, okay?
Mm-hmm.
The game's like, no, this is broken and terrible.
Because it kind of aligned with the story.
I won't get used to being Albanian.
No.
Is it ideologies?
In fact, if we're going to change the country name, I think it should be the Alderoth.
I agree.
I am totally fine with that. I have a version that I have attempted to make in Stellaris that I have called the Alba Aliaj.
Mm-hmm.
So we could do
when
that.
it comes to like fucking Ajaj Australia, would we have like Ajajic?
Yes.
Ajajic Australia?
I mean, if we're diving into it, we might as well.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We need to figure out what our syntax is.
Mm-hmm.
So that whenever we go into Stellaris, we'll have the rules set up, and we'll be top fucking mutated from what we were. That's what happens when Gaelic is your base language, okay?
It's all downhill from there.
When you have Gaelic as the base language, you decide to throw in like 9 other languages and shake it up for a couple centuries.
Yeah, I think it'll probably end up being in country tags then, which we did look at before, but if we...
Whoop, nothing in there.
Well, let's try... Well, I guess it is 0 kilobytes, so that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's just how it maps all the tags. So if we want
to go to Albania.text.
Yes, everything.
Or you could copy Albania text and name it like Alba.text in the countries. So make a copy of Albania.text.
Yeah, which we already have over here. But
that's just nothing.
Yeah. That's just how that stuff specifically maps on, and that's what the tag maps on or looks for to map onto things.
We could end the stream, right? And then spend the rest of the time we would be doing the stream trying to get future Alba fixed.
We can do that.
Okay.
Because we have time.
We do have time. So, next time you see us, we will be a right proper country with right proper adjectives. And,
this time for sure.
Or not adjectives. I think pronouns is the word. Or maybe just titles. However you want to say it. We will be new, and we will be born again in the flames of a new world.
I hate the game of telephone that our empire has been. We've had to accept compromises every time, and they've always annoyed the shit out of me.
But
we had the Union Jack throughout the entirety of fucking Europa Universalis.
This is the game where we fix, because it is a lot easier to fix in this game.
Also, I know for a fact things convert from Hearts of Iron to Stellaris in a very direct way. And so I really want things fixed.
I actually didn't even know if you could do that. Didn't know there was a converter. But yeah, we do this every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. We play a bunch of different games, but Alba tends to happen on Saturdays. But since Sam isn't a thing, we can always move it to another day if we wanted to. But that's just throwing that out there. But yeah, 6 to 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we also do YouTube. This VOD will probably be on YouTube. And Jordan also has a YouTube. And I guess Sam also has a YouTube. But he's not here, so I'm not going to throw his name out there. He can shill himself since he wants to be so pissy about it every time I bring it up. So, yeah, we love y'all, and we'll catch you guys on the flip side, I guess. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye. Let me click over here first, so I'm not